After this break, when we come back, we'll be talking about the public art project, I Am the Greatest, in the Benton Harbor Arts District. So stick around for that here on WSJM. It's 9:43 at WSJM, AM 1400 and FM 94.9, the news and talk of Michigan's Great Southwest. I'm Brenda Lane. In the spotlight today, it's the I Am the Greatest public art display project in the Benton Harbor Arts District, and lots of guests today. Eric Misterovich is the chairperson. Anna Russo-Sieber from the ARS Gallery, one of the sponsors, and it's basically, she's the gallery sponsor. And John Sauve is the artist. He's on the telephone with us. And are you on the phone from your Brighton home today, John?
On the phone, actually, from my Brighton truck. It's close. It's close to my home. I feel like I live here. And in fact, I can find a snack somewhere around here if you guys need anything. So
John is the artist. So tell us. We talked about your inspiration, obviously, and why this was important to you in the first segment. But tell us about the piece itself.
Well, actually, the piece is a depiction of Muhammad Ali, which is based on a 1968 magazine cover from Esquire magazine, in which Muhammad Ali was positioned as Saint Sebastian. So the depiction is Muhammad Ali standing up in his boxers, in his boxing shorts, with his arms behind him, but the theme of Saint Sebastian is something from the Renaissance. It's been done thousands of times, but it was a depiction of Muhammad Ali being pierced with these arrows. And it sounds more gruesome than it actually is, but what it comes down to, it was suggesting that he was going through all this turmoil at that time. It was the late 60s. There was a lot of things going on. And in Muhammad Ali's life, he took a stand against a lot of different hot topics and stood up for himself and made a difference. Again, he is probably the most recognizable sports image of all time because he stood up and he made a difference in his life and showed leadership for a lot of people that they could take charge of their life too. And just loosely based on that concept of making a difference in your life by taking a concept to finished product, we've gone a step further in the education process with this project, working with Anna's Gallery to offer that to kids in Benton Harbor so that they could hopefully go through the project and realize that's a transferable skill that they can use in any aspect of their life. Bottom line is they're coming in, they're working on an art project. They have to develop their own concept based on this project. They see it through. Our first graduating class went to the art hop a few weeks ago, and they were given a badge recognizing them as an artist and showing that, hey, we went through this project. We understand what it's about. We know that if you put time and energy into setting a goal and achieving a goal, you can do that in any aspect of your life. So again, our theme, it's a transferable skill that everyone can learn from. And I think we've already proven that it's successful with the first graduating class in this project at Anna's Gallery. And we intend to do that over the full time that the project is installed in the Benton Harbor Arts District.
I know that the project is called I Am the Greatest. Is that also the title of the piece, John?
Absolutely. And what the piece is, it's 16 cutouts, large-scale cutouts of Muhammad Ali in that position. And they are spread throughout the Arts District. And that's one of the other components of this project. It's these images are very recognizable in the sense that they're bright orange. They're installed on the rooftops throughout the Benton Harbor Arts District. And that's part of the education process with our coursework, but it's destinations throughout the art district that lead people throughout to show them what is available and what the community actually has to offer. And our first introduction with that was during the art hop, but we intend to keep this up throughout the next year so that people continue to come, continue to learn about the project, and hopefully continue to support the local programming that Anna's providing at the gallery for kids locally to learn about Muhammad Ali's story and utilize it for their own lives.
Yeah, just the light bulb kind of went off for me just now as you were talking, and how transferable this is then to each of those children to say, you are the greatest. They can say that I am the greatest, and Anna, you can just say yes. You're on the radio.
Yeah. Yes,
and I love that. That's such a great concept, because then that's really what you're saying to each of the kids that are participating in this program, and it doesn't matter what their project is or what they're going to do. Theirs is the greatest because it's theirs.
Absolutely. We even encourage them. We would ask them throughout the workshop, 2 weeks, we would say, I am the greatest because, they went to visit their grandparents. They picked up after their helped their parents in some way, just small or big things.
Eric, where are all the pieces installed in the Arts District?
Well, there's actually, they're spread throughout the Arts District and the city of St. Joe. So there's 3 in St. Joe at the Krasel Art Center, at the Box Factory, and at the Carousel. Then there's 10 right now in the Arts District, and they're at Lark's Barbecue, Fair Paper, the Ideal Place, at Anna's Gallery, the ARS Gallery, the Livery. There's 2 at 210 Water Street, the Vincent Place, Iron Gate. And then we were really excited that we were able to have one installed at Harbor Shores. Before the PGA, we got to go out there and put one in right out in front of the clubhouse. So when all the players walked into the clubhouse, they walked right by one of the sculptures.
Wonderful. And were a lot of people asking about it? What is this?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you see these sculptures pop. I mean, they stick out, and you look at it.
That bright orange.
And you're intrigued, and you want to ask questions. And
there are probably people been driving around asking that, and we're answering a lot of people today.
That's one of the great aspects, I think, of this project, is that it has a lot of different effects on different people. And one of the effects, the visual effect of driving through the streets and seeing it, is it really shows this community's dedication to the arts. Mm-hmm. In times of budget deficits and cost cutting, arts can be pushed to the bottom or forgotten about. And installing public art and dedicating time and efforts to that, I think, shows a real spirit of the community and encourages people to do the same and to keep it going. So I think that visual aspect's really important.
John, in the next segment, we're going to be talking about the remaining workshops. Should we let you go at this point, or do you want to stick around? It's totally up to you.
I'm around.
Okay, so stay here for our wrap-up segment today with the I Am the Greatest Public Art Project in the Benton Harbor Arts District, and also some in downtown St. Joseph, when we continue in the Spotlight today on WSJM. The weather is next. Your News Center 16 forecast for today, a mix of sun and clouds. Our high 77, partly cloudy with mild temperatures tonight and a low of 52. And we'll cool off just a little tomorrow. It'll be partly sunny with a high of 73. And on Wednesday, mostly sunny, a little warmer, high 75. It's 9:54 now at WSJM, AM 1400 and FM 94.9. I'm Brenda Lane. In the Spotlight today, it's the I Am the Greatest Project public art display in the Benton Harbor Arts District primarily. My guest today, Chairperson Eric Misterovich and Anna Russo-Sieber from the ARS Gallery. John Sauve is the artist, and he is on the telephone with us today. Anna, let's talk about the workshops and the classes and how you're actually, getting hands-on with kids.
Well, we have 3 teachers. The workshops run for 2 full weeks. We talk about Ali as a role model, Muhammad Ali as a role model, great role model. We talk about public art. We talk about John and his work. We talk about overcoming adversity, and then we actually physically do a sculpture project. They learn about art, design, color theory.
Now, kids are already signed up for the classes. Is it too late to sign up and to still get involved?
Well, that is actually summer camp, the brochure for summer camp that you're looking at. These workshops, the first group was the Boys and Girls Club.
Okay.
We're looking at maybe the first T group of youth. We're looking at some of the local Benton Harbor schools, maybe some of the high schoolers. We're just trying to move forward and put groups together and work with them. And there's plenty of Boys and Girls Club youth that we can put another one of those workshops together.
I see.
For them. So.
And how can kids get involved in your Summer Arts Quest?
Well, they can call the gallery. They can stop in. They can go to annarussoart.com and get information there. There are brochures around at cafes and different places, locations throughout the Barron County.
Are you going to incorporate the I Am the Greatest in some of what you're doing with Art Camp?
We'll discuss it a bit, and who knows, it may evolve into that,
John, I know you said that you've been here quite a bit, obviously in installing all the pieces and for several events. Are you coming in for any of the workshops or anything else to do yet with the I Am the Greatest display?
Absolutely. We have several different things on the docket throughout the whole project. Well, it's up through next year for sure. And we've discussed coming in for the classes that Anna's doing outreach with, as well as some of the other local communities have adopted as well. I know that Coloma, actually, the public library is doing something with kids through the library based on this project, and I'm going to be there next week to come in and talk to them about the project and everything that we just discussed, about how Muhammad Ali made a difference and how they can incorporate some of that education into their own life.
Now, Eric, I know that you're not an artist. In fact, I happen to know that you're an attorney. So how did you get involved with this project, especially as the chair?
Well, I was part of being on the board of New Territory Arts Association, learn about kind of the events going on, and met Anna, and she had mentioned that she was working on this project and kind of asked if I'd be interested in helping out and trying to help organize and fundraise and get people together to pull it off. And I was thrilled that I was asked to help, and
it's been amazing.
So it was a real opportunity to help become more part of the community here and meet people and pull off something special.
Yeah, because you're relatively new to the community.
Correct, yeah.
What have you most liked about this project?
I think we've hit on it a couple times. The kids obviously are the most important in the impact that it can have on them, but the ability to bring people together, I think, is what's been really special. And at the reception last week during Art Hop, place was packed. We had tons of good food, good wine, and good music. And to see people supporting it, it's not just going to help this project, it'll help the next one because people know the community's here. And
one of the things that I think is great is just that people are talking about it, and hopefully it brings more people downtown,
Absolutely. I think we're seeing it already for sure. And coming to see, everyone's curious about the sculpture. They want to come and check them out,
Right.
Kind of like, where's Waldo?
Well, John, I'm sure that you are also proud to be part of this project, and I'm really glad that you were able to spend a little time with us today. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate it, but I got to put one plug in right now, Brenda.
All right, hurry.
Eric is a prime example of what you can do when you put your time and efforts into your community. He and I have had several conversations about this before he started with it, during, and just at the Art Hop we had another conversation. And when someone like Eric steps up to the plate, puts his emphasis on his time into a project that helps his own community, you're rewarded tenfold in return. And I know Eric would back me on this too. The thing is, it shows you care about your community, and when other people see that, they want to do business with someone like you. Yeah. And that's not why he's doing it. I'm not going to say that he's, that this is purely for that. But that is what happens when you put yourself out there and support your community.
Thanks,
and I think you can point to anyone in the Arts District, and it's the same story. People care, and that's why that district does so well, and that's why that Art Hop last week was so incredible.
Aw, shucks. Now he's blushing.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, I hate to cut you off, John, but we're just about out of time.
Stuff, and Eric and Anna are prime examples of the people I'm talking about. People
Thanks, John.
This is AM 1400 WSJM St. Joseph and FM 94.9 WS.